Welcome to our team call. We are energizing. I'm energizing. Anybody else energizing? Yes. Because I feel like I need it. I actually was trying to take a nap today, which was very strange. And do you want to know how long it lasted? 2.5 minutes. 2.5. Because two humans decided that they should fight over the one and only show that we apparently have in this house. And she's now glaring at me, so she knows I'm talking about her. Yeah, you. Thanks for nothing. Okay, so we are going to power hour today because that's what we are scheduled to do. But before we power hour, I want to share my screen. And I want to, there's our Success Club sheet. But what I really want to talk about is I want to break down what Andy shared today because it's a really big deal. It's a really big deal if you signed up in August or later, number one. Number two, it's a big deal for us that are signing coaches because it's awesome. So where did it go? Photos. I think I have too many things running on my computer. Okay, so this bad boy, for those of you that don't, that maybe read this and thought like it didn't pertain to you, this is like crazy, crazy. So basically, if you signed up in August, you could still qualify to be a Success Club starter. So first off, if you have a coach that is a Success Club starter, you immediately get 25 leadership points, which is just going to bring your ranking down. Number two, you're getting in a test group. Did you see that? You get to be in a test group. So new coaches will be able to qualify for any success. Hey, we talked about the throwing. So anyway, you get into, so not only do you get, so you get it in your first 3 months within 6 months, which is awesome. So it doesn't have to be in the same, like they don't have to hit it, but this should be an incentive for any new coach that you sign up, which I just think is awesome. And so they're retroacting anybody who signs up from August 2019. And then here's what they get. So they're going to be in a pilot test group invitation, which in my opinion is just like a skyrocket to your business. If you get to, so what that means is like, let's say round 12 or 12 rounds or whatever, the one that's coming out, you could potentially be in the test group for that if you are a Success Club starter, which is just awesome. Like that is just all it's going to do is help a new coach take their business to the next level within the first 6 months of them signing up. And I just think that that's rad. So they get an invite to the pilot test group. They, as the starter points for elite ranking purposes are unchanged. We will be discontinuing the month 1 Success Starter Call. Okay, so no more Success Starter Call. We will be sending out a coach breaking new post with all the information. Okay, yeah. Anyway, so that's about it. I just thought that was awesome. When I saw this, I thought that like this is them stepping up their game, and I think that that's awesome and rad. I think sometimes we get stuck in this idea that like it's all going to be the same forever, and then all of a sudden something changes in the Beachbody world and you're like, oh wow, this is cool, or oh, they changed the elite ranking, or oh, they changed this, or oh, they changed that, and we're actually not set in stone. So really cool. I found that to be awesome. Okay, what other updates did I have? So I don't know if the bar goes off sale on Monday, so it goes up $20, which is kind of a lot. I mean, if you do not use your promo codes by December 12th, you lose them. But if you use your promo codes by December 12th, you get more, which is kind of fun. So keep that in mind. I feel like that's a That's an important piece to have. And has anybody used theirs? Anybody have any left?
I haven't used
I
it.
have mine. I keep selling like completion packs.
Oh, see, I know you can't use them on the darn
You can't
completion
use
pack.
them. I mean, it's a good problem, but still, I'm like, I still have my codes.
You just reminded me of something I was going to tell you. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again, and I'm going to go through because I just uploaded this today, and I feel like it's essential to those of us who have customers. So in the unit section, under bar, oh gosh, under, here we go. Under bar, okay, week 6. And open this up. They have in here, what? Dear, that's not what week 6 looks like. Maybe I accidentally put the wrong one. Wouldn't be the first time. Okay, here's week 6. So they have, oh wait, is this what I wanted? What's in the IG stories? You guys have been using these, right? Yes. Oh, of course. Okay, so under, maybe it's week 5. Yeah, maybe it's week 5. Under week 5, under marketing strategies, nope, sorry guys, emails. Yes, okay, this is like these 2 emails are crucial to your success. So if you have current Shakeology drinkers, this is a great way to, they're not gonna get to take advantage of the, but this is like a great email to send them with, like to get them into the group. So subject, grab bar blend for free. And then you can get them signed up with a completion pack. So this is just a great way to hit Success Club this month if you have old customers. So just, yeah, so that's there, there's that one. And then the VIP customer email. Oh, this is just for your form, if anyone has filled out your form. Okay, but yeah, this current Shakeology one, if you haven't done this yet, I highly recommend doing this exact thing and following up with all your people who are drinking Shakeology. Yeah, okay, thank you. You reminded me because you said completion pack, and I was like, oh yeah, there's an email that I need to send. So if you haven't, if you have previous customers, make sure you send those. Cool. Okay. Well, let's do some invites. Let's do some, what else do you guys want to do in your, maybe do you want me to show you like how I do my birthday thing again for the 49th time, just because there might be new coaches and you never know? Okay, cool. All right. So I'm going to go to, I'm gonna share my screen again, and you guys can be off mute if you don't have loud kids. You can talk. This is active. We are actively doing this together. Okay, so I am in Facebook. So when I do my invites every day, this is where I'd send a ton of my people. Yeah, my Facebook's, or my computer's just gonna, oops, laugh at me because look at all these. I'm trying to do too many things. Okay, so under, when you go to events, okay, events, and I've already done my birthday checklist for the day, but that's okay. You are going to have people who have birthdays. So first off, if you haven't gone through and added friends from your husband, from your husband's friends, from your work friends, from your mom's friends, from, gone through and added pretty much everyone you can think of, you got to get more friends on Facebook. And I feel like go find some friends. But for real though, go and make sure that you've asked, different people, and go through maybe high school, or become involved in maybe a group that is in your local area that has to do with something that you like. Maybe you're a really great knitter and they have a knitting in Chicago. I don't think any of us are there, but you know what I mean. I don't feel like Chicago would be the knitting city. It's knitting in Chicago. And so you would go to knitting in Chicago, and that's like a great place to start making some friends. Okay. So just as like a little FYI. So then that way, the reason I say that is because this is when I say I have friends like on Facebook that it's their birthday, like tomorrow's birthday, like look how many people's birthday it is tomorrow. That's a lot of people's birthday tomorrow. So, and the only reason that's important is because here's how I do this. So we'll just pretend it's apparently my husband's not going to help my crying child. It's fine. Just let him scream it out. Wake up the house. Okay, here's today. So all of these people, I sent a message on, this is on today. So I sent this message on Monday. I sent happy early birthday, their name. How are you? Hope you have something so fun planned and don't have to do any dishes on your birthday, because no one should have any fun plans tomorrow. So I sent this to all of these people on their day before birthday. All that does is, to be honest, it's actually brought up some really fun conversations, and I feel like it's turned into like, oh, I don't do anything. I don't know. It's been actually a really natural way to conversate with people who would potentially be my could be my potential clients. So when I do that, I'm also going to add them to my my list. I don't know why I have so many of these. My prospective client list. So the way you set up your lists are you go back, this is what it's going to look like. Oops. When you first log on, when you scroll over someone's name, you're going to do the drop down and you go add to another list. And then you probably don't have all of these lists. I need to delete these. I don't know why I have so many. But right here is new list. And you would just create a prospective client, or whatever you want to call it, prospective coaches. I don't know, whatever works for you. Prospective client is what I do. And you're going to put them in there. Okay. So now they're in the prospective client list. And then you are going to, so you're going to say, do your birthdays, you're going to add them to your list. And then when you're doing, so you're going to make sure you say on their actual birthday, tell them all happy birthday. So on their actual day, right on their wall, happy birthday, Kim. And if it's really fun if they like say, hope you have fun at Disneyland, or I hope you have fun at the mall, or hope you have fun out with friends for dinner, because you now know what they're going to do on their birthday, which is slightly creepy when you think about it, but it's totally fine because that's what we do here in this day and age. Someone's probably like reading it like, wow, I didn't know they knew so much about each other. That's okay. So then when I go to do my invites, this is my like FB, I call this the FB invites. What I do is I go to prospective clients, and let me pull this up. Remember who I'm on, Emmy Chavez. Need to remember that for tomorrow. So when you go to how I got here is, I'm going to go to home. Oh my gosh, my computer is so mad at me. Hold on, let me close some things. There we go. Just so nothing crashes. Don't need that. Calm down, calm down. Okay. All right. So, when you go to your friends lists, okay, it's easier to do on your computer, but it's really actually easy to do on your phone too. Then you go to your prospective client list right here. And then this is actually really neat right out of the gate. So this feed right here that I'm looking at is all prospective clients. It's only their feed. So if you ever want to have like a fruitful 10 minutes, you would just go to your prospective client feed and just comment on all their things that they're doing, because now you're interacting with these people who you know, are potentially your clients, and you're not scrolling out because there's people like your family or anybody else. It's just people who you hope to someday be your prospective client. So you can do this from your phone, and it's actually pretty rad, because then you can just turn on to your Facebook. You can just put on your, I'm trying to remember how you do it from your, I think you go to like feed, or who do you want to see or something. They change it so often that I can never remember how they do it, but I'll play with that and see if I can figure it out. Anyway, so when you're looking at this, is just like a really neat way of scrolling. So if you really need to scroll through people that you really hope are going to someday be your clients. This is really cute. Okay, so now when you go to do their invites, you're going to go to see all. And now all of these people, so like I have 1,800 people on my prospective client list. I usually invite 4 rows every day. So that's 20 people. And right now I am sending, what am I sending? I'm sending, that's my, right here. Okay, so I'm sending, dear computer, hi, New Year coming, would love to get you set up prior to 2020. So these people, like, look, this chick, I've been inviting her for quite some time, but I keep sending invitations. I only send 5. If they don't respond within any of the 5s, then they go off the list and I unfriend them. That's just kind of how I roll with inviting on Facebook. But 5, I feel like, is plenty. And after 5, it feels like I'm talking to myself. And oh, like, she's gotten so many. I actually think I unfriended her today. But like, this is aggressive. But she clearly was doing stuff with me, so it's not like I'm totally off base in messaging her. But then I grab the person and I just keep in line with where I'm at. So I think I'm on E or something, so I'm just going to go to E. Emmy Chavez. So I'm right here. I just jump over here and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, computer. Emmy Chavez. And I'm going to drop her that message that I just copied and pasted from my computer. Okay, so I haven't invited her since 2018. I've clearly been slacking. So I'm just going to send that and not think 2 things about it. Okay, so I'm going to put on some music, and you guys are going to go do this to your Facebook. You're going to see if you can invite 10 people, or at least create a prospective client list, or start there. Fair? Yes? Okay, I'm going to put on a song, some songs, and then I'm going to go help a really sad baby. Apparently we're crying it out. We're working on the cry it out method today without talking about it with anybody else first. Marriage is so fun, guys. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I think I did. Apologize. Can you guys hear the screaming baby? Oh, that's good. So for those of you who think that I'm a terrible mother, it's not me. I'm gonna go help him. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's much happier. I'll be right back. 10 advice. You can do it. Prospective client list.
Reach out my hand, myself, I tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, pick me up where golden hand, myself, I tell you to run. Nobody say, nobody on. Well, I would like to hold my little hand. How about running? How about I would like to hold my little hand. How about running? How about send me away? Send me away. Send me on my way. Send me on my way. Send me away. Send me away. Send me on my way. I would like to reach out my hand, myself, and tell you to run. But simply on. Don't pick me up where going hurt. Myself, and tell you to run. But simply on.
Hey, how'd we do?
Well,
Yes? Good? Helpful? I know I've done
I
it.
think for me, I struggle on Facebook because I don't have I just don't have as many birthdays. Like, I don't have like 10 people whose birthdays tomorrow. I have like 2, and like one of them is like some older guy from like my childhood, and like, you know what I mean?
But here's the thing. It's not so much that you're inviting the people whose birthdays are today. They're just going on to a prospective client list, which then builds and builds and builds and builds, right? So like, I'm probably hitting up that list, the prospective client list. They're probably shuffling through, it's probably every 3 months that they're finally getting another message from me, or maybe it's sooner. It just depends on. So it doesn't matter so much that you only have 2 birthdays or 1 birthday. Eventually you're going to keep adding the people whose birthdays they are. But I do think there is some value in, if you're going to post in Facebook, you might as well put a little bit of effort into Facebook. Unless you're strictly Instagram and you don't even worry about Facebook, then I wouldn't even stress over there. but if you're posting, why not take advantage of what potentially there are for customers? Because I do feel like clients, I would say 9 times out of 10, the majority of my Facebook people eventually join me.
And are all those people that you know, or are those people that you've found?
I would say it's a mixture of me in the beginning when we first started back in the day. We only really ran our business on Facebook, so it was like the trainings we were doing were like going in and learning how to be in like the San Diego Moms group, or going in and like learning how to be in moms with preschoolers, or dog moms, or whatever the case might be. So we spent a lot of time like building relationships in there, fostering those relationships. I wish I could find, probably there was like a girl that was like killing it in this game, and she would, what was her method? Like, because you can never blatantly advertise in those groups, but she would like comment. She would just spend like 5 to 10 minutes a day commenting on all these messages, and let's just say moms of Newark. And she would spend all this time, and or not all this time, but she'd spend like 5 minutes a day like commenting on all their little comments. And then eventually the relationship built where they would end up becoming friends, and she'd never talk about Beachbody. And then all of a sudden they're looking at her posts and they're like, oh, I didn't know you did this. And the
That's a
trust
really
is
good
already
idea.
there.
That's a good idea. I've
You know?
never really thought about that, because I'm in a ton of Facebook groups for moms.
But you have to engage. It's funny because Andy said it today. She's like, I feel like every time you post in Boss Babes, you get a response. I post in Boss Babes and it's like crickets. And I'm like, I think it's because I engage and I've given stuff to that group. So then it's not that I'm one way or the other. It's just that they've seen my face. It's a trust thing, right? So people are so much more likely to trust you if they've seen you in there. So spend a couple minutes every day in your moms of wherever you live, commenting, on whatever there's a lot of weird stuff that goes on in those groups, but spending a little bit of time doing some messaging, and then the next thing you know, they're like, oh, let's be friends on Facebook. And they like love that they've never heard that you've never invited them, because it's like, oh, wow,
Yeah. Can you show me one more time how to make the lists?
Yeah. The prospective client list.
Yeah.
So I made a list, Kim, and then when I tried to add other people to it, I can't find the list.
Okay, let's do it again. No, that's okay. I did this a long time ago for me. So, okay. So here we are in events. Let's pretend it's tomorrow. This is tomorrow. So I messaged these people today, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's pretend it's, apparently everyone was born on Wednesday, December 11th. Okay, let's go to, so Brandy. So this is also when I totally clean out my Facebook. I'm like, this guy, we're just going to go ahead and unfriend real quick. I don't know who you are. Brandy Edgin Willis. It's probably a woman, and they're together. Oh yeah, probably. Oops. Oh well, that's okay. All right. Why so many guys? I usually I'm not really friends with any guys anymore. Okay, so you go to your friends and you go to add to another list.
Okay.
And then once you scroll down, wherever it'll say new list, make a new list, and away you go.
Okay, see, I think my problem is I do everything on my phone. Like, I don't work on my computer very much. And I don't think it shows up as easily on, maybe I'm missing it on my phone screen, but thank you.
Yeah, no problem. Did you find yours, Joey?
Well, no, I created the new list, but then when I go to click on another person to add them to that list isn't there. But I went and found it by going to,
prospective clients.
Yeah. So how come it's not showing up so I can add more people to it? Ugh, I hate technology sometimes.
I know, it's really annoying. Sometimes I feel it's like a refresh. Like you almost just need to
okay, maybe get out of Facebook and go back in or something.
Either that or just refresh your whole entire page.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes I feel
try.
like it's just simple things that we overthink.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay. So that's basically so I spend, that's one inviting part of my day. The next little chunk that I do is, can we talk about these 4 humans? I mean, serious.
They're so adorable.
So cute.
Photo.
Those pictures are amazing.
She captured, I'm telling you, you guys remember, it was like the sun was setting and we were like racing and caught in traffic and it was like the worst 30 minutes of my life. And my dad was so mad at me. I never experienced so much anger. And she got so many photos in such a short amount of time, which is so great. Okay. So for comments, this is and I call it FBN comments because that's how I like title it on my to-do list. So that's just what it is. So comments, I go to yesterday. I ignore today. I don't even look at today. Just ignore it. Unless it's not getting a lot of hits, then I may comment back. Because that's going to obviously help your algorithm grow. Because obviously the more people you comment, but you always want to comment back on every single comment individually. Shoot, if you want to even go further, use their name. I never do that, but I know a lot of people do, because then that gets you into their feed, like that. That would be like a great example of getting, putting it back in her. But you always want to make sure you comment on every single person's comment that commented on you. And then the next thing you kind of want to do is go to, so like this is where I send another 15 to 20 invites. I go to who liked this post and I basically message anybody I haven't messaged in a while. I did actually put up in the team page this past Sunday a different script. I haven't used it yet, but you could try it. It's right here, post likers. It says, "Hey Danielle, I want to say thank you for engaging with my posts and making me feel like I'm providing value in the social media world. If you ever want to join one of my challenge groups, please know it's an open invitation always. Plus, we are starting a new bar program." I haven't tried that. Maybe it would be good. Here's another one. "Hey Ash, thanks for the love of my post today. You're the sweetest. What would you think about giving our new bar program a shot for 2020? I'd also align you with a nutrition plan that is realistic to follow. If so, give me the green light and I'll break it down for you. If not, still thank you for the love. XOXO." Not bad.
Have you had any trouble getting people into bar? Like, I just feel like it's not quite, I don't know, it's just like a very specific audience, I guess. Maybe a little more so than Morning Meltdown 100.
I feel like for us Californians, it's very big over here. Very big over here. I don't know if it's big over there.
I mean, it's definitely popular, but I don't know, just having less interest than
You
But
thought.
then
previous.
also sometimes just like how you talk about it, like any program really, is it like if you can figure out things that you're excited about bar, like that's when people are like, wait, what is this? And I realized for my audience, and I don't know if this would help you, it's actually better for, I was doing the workouts, the preview, like we got the first 10 workouts, and I realized that was scaring people off because it looks so dancey. And so I stopped showing videos of that and just like specific moves, and then being able to talk about what I think this program is going to do for you. And that seems to be doing a lot better.
I can see that because there is some dancey.
Yeah.
What is it that people aren't interested in?
It's also the time of year.
I think it's the time, honestly.
I would say that it's more the time of year than it is like.
Because I'm not doing anything differently than what I have been doing this entire time. So it's kind of like, okay, people just don't want to spend money, I guess. All
when
about timing.
this past weekend, I told our team that I was like, can we just wrap up? Can we just get to Elite? Can we just get to Elite? So I was like, can you guys just give away the farm? Is basically what I told everybody. And I said, why don't we send the message that says, I'm starting my favorite group of the year on Monday. I would love for you to do it. It's $30 off, which is like, so the $10 promo code, plus then you're giving him $20. It's $120. We basically gave away the farm, but everybody hit, I mean, success, it was just like, and I said, okay, everybody go out and send that to 100 people. And that was like their challenge over the weekend. And lots of people signed up. So what I hear is right now, and I don't usually do stuff like that. I'm not like a deal, like a wheeler, because I feel like it's very salesy to be like, I have this crazy deal right now. And I'm literally making it up, pulling it out of my, but it got people to sign up because I think there was the what's the word? Like urgency. There was, it's my most favorite, and there's $30 off. And you're
What
getting.
program was it?
What would you say?
What program?
I was
What
21
was it?
Fitness.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it worked. I mean, I think we probably ended up putting another like 10 people in the group, which,
That's great.
But what it showed me is that this time of year, people want the deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that people want to make the change. I do feel like most people feel pretty cruddy inside, like in their guts and their, in their energy and all that. But they're either, or you get the people who are just like, yeah, let's do it. Let's spend all the money, because they're spending all the money and they don't really care at this point in the game,
Yeah.
So my suggestion, I think, going and kind of what I told us, was, I think, use this time as, are you looking for like the perfect Christmas gift for yourself? Like this would be such a great gift to ask for. Like your mom's asking you, hey, what do you want for Christmas? You know what? I really want this. This is what I want. And I think the more we keep telling and talking about how we're eating all the cookies, but we still feel great, it's fantastic. Like that's because the truth is, this time of year, I'm not trying to like get in the best shape of my life. I'm just trying to enjoy this time of year to the max. And that means eating the cookies and working out, because I feel good when I'm working out. I'm a little annoyed with myself because I feel like I could have had really killer results with this work program, but I've also been indulging in the things. But that's okay, because it's the time of year. And I just think that it shows people that they can do something. They can still do something this time of year and still enjoy it. So I think that's what we have to talk up, especially because, as we wrap up, 21 Days of Fitness is over. Yes, we can start talking about a New Year group, but like it's really early still to be like, where are we going to put them? So bar is kind of the only option. So I think really speaking into like the before bar blend boot camp is what I'm calling it. The BB, the quadruple B, because there is a whole challenge group that we now have that starts on Monday, and it's called Before Bar Blend Boot Camp. So you guys can talk that up. There is some images for it under the week 6. Under week 6, there are, let me show you.
And we will have another group going that's not bar, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I actually, okay, so this was, I thought I've been like kind of brainstorming. I've always done New Year, New You, but I was thinking extreme, I can't remember what I called it. Extreme, I'll think of it. I will come up with whatever it is that I said yesterday in my brain. But I think that I want to do a group that has 2 options. So it's for the beginner and the intermediate. The intermediate calendar is all intense. Like it's like, we don't get the work until March, right?
I have no idea.
Somewhere around there.
I think it's March. Here's the before bar. Isn't it pretty? They're cute.
That's pretty.
So here's like your challenge group. So we'll start using this on Monday. Here's the
Love that.
welcome to our before bar blend boot camp. We're going to use this space, blah, 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 blah. And here's all the posts. So this is all created for us, just so you guys know that if you are wondering what on earth to talk about, you can feel like confident in inviting to that. But anyway, I was thinking what would be rad is what if we had, oh, that's cool. What if we had like an extreme version? So it was like 80-day obsession, 2 morning meltdowns, some insanity, some like a 4-week group of like, you're going to get your, like, this is your year. And then we had like a beginner version. And it was basically like, okay, so if it's, it's only 1 morning meltdown, it's a little obsessed, it's T25, it's, just a kind of a different collection, but a really, fine-tune, intense version of kicking your own butt. I just want to find the group. I can't find it. But that's kind of what I think I'm going to go with, because I do feel like you do get the people who are like, they want to go all out. They want to be in it. Thoughts?
That sounds good.
Okay.
You're right. People want to go hard.
They do.
For a couple weeks.
Decide to thrive, aspire to inspire. I mean, I may just stick with New Year, New You, and then the hybrid calendar.
I like the New Year, New You.
New decade, New You. That's crazy that we could do that too. Something about the decades.
Oh, we are new decade. So what is the price? The prices are going back to normal for bar. And then is the regular, like, standard challenge pack still going to be
160?
160?
I think so. They don't usually change the prices of the regular challenge pack until the new year.
Okay.
Yeah, and usually New Year, it won't, I don't foresee it. It'll probably be 160 as well. But bar blend might change. Who knows? I have no idea. Because technically, we still have another 13 days before it launches.
I don't understand why they're not keeping it on sale all week or all month.
I think again, it's the urgency. It's people want, like, did you see Andy put up a post? Because I told her, I'm like, hey, did you know that everything's on sale? And did you know that it goes off sale? And she's like, no, I had no idea. Oh
man, I just feel like I've been talking about sale, like all these sales through the flash sale and then now, and then people just still aren't interested. So I've just been focusing on reaching out to new people, and
it's probably the best thing you can do.
I mean, I don't know what else to do at this point. Just pray.
New people, and yeah, we did not last call. What is it called? But Andy put up a post to your last chance to save 20 on bar is today. So, Joey, I feel like you're like looking really great doing bar. Do you like it?
I do like it, even though I'm like so uncoordinated. It's not even funny, but
I don't know.
I do like it, and it surprised me because I didn't think I would.
I feel like it looks, no, this sounds weird, but I feel like it looks good on you. Like the way your flow in it, it looks good.
I'm glad it looks good because it doesn't feel, I feel like so uncoordinated, but it's fun. I have to laugh at myself because she has you doing these like hip movement things and stuff. And I'm like, I just start laughing because, I mean, it's silly. I look silly.
It's so awkward.
What's tomorrow?
Upper body? I can't remember.
I look at the calendar.
So far of the ones you've done, what's your favorite?
I like the leg one.
What about you, Cece?
I like the cardio one today. It was fun. I don't know. I like them all. They're just really unique.
Yeah, tomorrow
Way
is
outside of my
booty.
comfort zone.
Tomorrow's what?
Booty
Booty.
blend.
Booty.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Has anybody actually done bar at a studio and then like done this bar, and what's the comparison?
I've taught bar at a studio.
Oh, wow.
I know.
What do you think is like, what's similar, what's different? Because I know a lot of people that do bar and they're like, oh, I really like my bar studio. And it's like,
I feel like if you do bar and you go to your studio, those aren't your people. You're
okay.
never those won't be the people that join
Same thing
you.
with CrossFit. It's like,
It's a cult.
The people who go and it's their sanctuary, and that's so great that they can get to the gym. More power to them. You're looking for the person who wants to do bar but can't. You want the person who has always thought bar looked great, but the price is insane. Because the price is really a lot of money. Bar is not cheap.
no, it's not.
It's just like a Pilates studio. It's
Yeah.
like a joke.
I mean, all of it's expensive, right? CrossFit.
CrossFit.
Yeah,
It's
cycle
so-
bar.
I used to do CrossFit, and I'm like, I paid the least that you could pay, and then people came in and it's like, oh, you get $100 to $150 a month, and you know, there you go, 180 if you don't want to commit to a year. So it's like,
Well, like at the gym I taught at, you could get a gym membership for $10 a month, which is like crazy cheap. But you couldn't get into any of the classes.
yeah, you just use the
So
equipment.
you had to like, if you wanted that, then you had to pay an extra. It was just crazy. And so it's like, yeah, you get in at these crazy low prices, but then you don't actually get anything. And they actually created they created their own Orange Theory within, because Orange Theory is like Orange Theory is crazy expensive.
Also expensive, yeah.
It's well over $100 a month easily.
Mm-hmm.
And so they created their own Orange Theory basically within it, and it was like an additional $34 a month. But
Like when you buy every streaming service under the sun, and you're like, I'm going cable free, it's cheaper. And then you're like, no, actually you spent 2 times the money paying for all your streaming services.
right.
All right. Well, I was just curious comparison, and if it was like comparable or
I
what.
would say the workout in itself is totally similar. I like having a bar.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's part of the fun of bar. I actually might ask for a bar from Santa or calling my Santa.
Santa.
I'm going home for Christmas and I'm going to have my dad help me build a bar. And like, I'm going to try to make it a way that's like, we can show step by step how to do it. So then I can use that to like promote it and try to get, people can build their own bar.
Yeah.
You
For
should
it.
build it out of like PVC pipe or something.
Well, I mean, I'll still probably do like a dowel across the top because you'll want that sturdy. But yeah, I'm going to try to figure that out because like I think that will like be fun. But then the other thing to answer your question, like I think that one difference with Bar Blend is the strength training element of it. That is very different than a lot of bar classes. Like there is more strength and hit in Bar Blend than there is in typical.
It's definitely a bigger
bar.
fusion of things, but she says it's a fusion of like kickboxing, strength training. What else did she say?
Pilates.
What's that?
Ballet, Pilates.
And Pilates and ballet. So you're definitely getting a much more all-encompassing workout, which is, in my opinion, also a good thing.
The workouts seem to fly by. Sorry, Anna.
No, it's fine. This might be helpful. I don't know if this is helpful to you. I know it's already helped me get some people who, I mean, they haven't signed up yet, but I know they will by the end of the month. They're like waiting till after Christmas. But I jumped on the hard hitters call with Elise, and she was talking all about how bar is founded in physical therapy. And so I've been using that a lot to talk to potential people, like who are like, I just had surgery, or you know, are recovering from something, and being able to say like, bar method is based in physical therapy, but then you're also getting the strength training and the low impact. So that's also been a good conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's really good. The
And for new mamas.
high intensity. The what?
And for new mamas.
Yeah, yeah. There's so many coaches that are pregnant that are talking about that. How they're going to do bar blend with while pregnant.
I imagine it would be good. It's because now you're taking away the component of falling. You have a bar to hold on to.
It's really fun. I am having a hard time with Elise though. It's just her, I don't know, some of the things that she says just kind of get me. They're just like, listen to the rhythm of your heart and
She's very
go with the
connected.
flow of the universe. My husband just sits on the couch and like makes fun of it the whole time, but it's a positive way to start my morning. So
It is. She's very positive. She's very sing-songy. And I love it. Yeah, I mean, I think you just kind of have to get creative this time of year. I feel like December has been in the past. This has been probably the 2 months I've had to buy my own, Success Club. Back in the day, I do remember that. This is when my children start buying challenge packs.
Oh God.
Not joking. Definitely have happened in my life. I'm pretty sure Avery, Carter, Hudson, Brooks, Lila are all, I don't even have that many children, are all customers of mine.
was that back when you were sending out 100 invites? Or
What's
back
that?
when you weren't?
No, I never used to send invites back then.
Oh, okay.
I never started inviting until probably a year ago. I just
my
floated.
gosh.
The whimsical. I just floated through.
Oh my gosh.
Are you laughing
You're
at?
like an anomaly. I feel like like the story that they had that girl tell at Summit this year, the one he was like, this part's always really good. They always tell like this inspirational story and it's amazing and it'll really pump you up. And I'm like, oh, this would be great. And the girl gets on, she was like the Latina girl, and she's talking about how this changed her life basically. But before she started, she had like 1,000 followers on Instagram or something. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely not relatable for 95% of the room. And it was just like super crazy. I don't know if you remember that. But she was like, yeah, and it was really hard and all these things. And I'm thinking like, I don't understand. But I mean, she's, yeah, whatever. But what?
See, how many followers did she have?
She had like some astronomical number, like
I think I
30,000 or something like that. It was totally not inspirational for somebody like in our, like in this world at all. But that, I'm just saying like that to me when you're like, I sent 100 invites. I'm like, I don't even know 100 people.
Same girl.
I'm like, oh, this random person, she looks so nice. I'm just going to send her a random invite. And she's like, oh, I'm actually like personal trainer. I'm like, okay, your first 3 pictures don't reflect that. So you really need to fix your Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just the world I'm in over here.
I feel like I recently got chewed out by a client, and then maybe like 5 days later, she quickly was like, I'm really sorry about my temper tantrum. And I'm like, I can't even believe you're apologizing to me. This is actually shocking. But I 100% forgive you.
Why was she mad?
She just thought we would be better friends. Like she wanted to be friends.
Oh.
Wow.
And like, I thought this would be more, like, she'd be less of a number and
More personal.
like a friend. And I'm like, well, I looked back at our messaging and you ignored me a lot of times when I'm like trying to conversate with you. So like, I can't only be like, eventually I'm going to stop messaging you. And then when it's good for you, like, that's not fair to put that expectation on me. So, but I was kind of, I wrote, when I messaged her back, I was like, I'm really sorry. Like, it sounds like you had an expectation for me that was unrealistic for me to meet, especially because I didn't really know that that was what you had going, I'm here, and if you need more. But she's not even a coach. Like, she wasn't even buying not to say that means I won't be your friend, but I don't really have the capacity to just
but investing your time.
No, that's not
you can't invest your time, like all your time.
You even live here. Like, it'd be one thing if like you want to be friends and like we come over and our kids hang out. Like, yeah, sure, let's do that. But I don't even know where you live. Like,
You don't want to know.
Yeah, can't really be your friend. Sorry.
So, Kim, what are some of the things that you're doing right now to grow your Instagram now that you're not doing 21 Social?
Nothing, and it has not grown.
Makes sense.
How's that for truth in itself? I do the 5-3. I message like 20, maybe like 40 accounts. I do 20 accounts of people who I follow and are in my direct messages. So I will go through and I flag people. Do you guys flag people on your Instagram?
What's that? How do you do that?
If there's a business page.
Is it like the little bookmark thing?
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? And you like put them in a group?
No.
I used to do that when I first
You can
started.
flag them. You just have to swipe on the message and then click flag. Or if you're actually on the message, click the 3 dots and it says flag, and then it puts this little like orange corner on the message.
Yeah. So then you can filter by flag. So basically I flag every single person who actually responds or actually does something. And so then I know that all these people are like potential people. So I will go to those people's accounts and do some commenting and liking. So I do 20 of those, and then I do 20 new accounts. So I go to like a follower that I like, and I will go to her page and find 20 people to go 5-3 on.
Oh.
That's how I do it right now. And I shouldn't say I'm not growing. I'm growing slowly. It doesn't tell you after a certain number of how many followers you have though. Like, I don't know once you get to the 10,000s, it just says like 18.6. It doesn't say 18.6.
Yeah, but do you have a business account or a personal account?
I do business.
Well, then you can see it in your analytics, like how many people followed you that week.
I can.
Oh. Have any of you ever used, I think what I was talking about was the collections. That's what I'm talking about. It's like you can put certain people into collections on your page.
I have not done that.
It's this little button. You can't really see it, but it's on the far right underneath someone's picture. You can literally just tap it and it'll put them in.
That just saves their post, that specific post.
Yeah, but you can go back to them later.
When you want to.
Yeah.
Got it. But that's about it. I would say that's all I'm really doing. I don't know if it's, I mean, I am getting new followers, but I don't feel like my likes have gone anywhere. I don't feel like, I definitely think that's gone down since leaving 21 Social. I would say when I would get anywhere from 200 to now it's like fighting for 100.
So we haven't heard anything about 21 Social. It's still being banned. Accounts are being shut down.
People are still getting shut down?
I don't know. I was asking if you had heard anything.
I haven't heard anything. I don't know.
Man. Such a bummer.
I don't know.
But here's the actual positive side to that is those people weren't your people anyway.
No.
Because they were just bots. That's the thing with that they're cracking down on is that there might have been a few, but now you can actually see who is actually engaging with you and your posts and where they're actually going. So that is a positive thing, really. like that things have dropped because there are a lot less just spammers out there.
I've actually been getting more people recently on my stories, like responding to polls, and they're just like random people with like big, huge accounts, and like I'm not sure if they're
I
real
found out
people.
there's some like fluke going on right now, and most of the time they're voting on the left-hand side of the poll, like the majority of the time. And there's this like, it's one of those services that goes in
And does it.
and does it
Interesting.
for these big accounts. And it's like, I wonder, I'm curious to know if like most of the bots that are voting on yours, if it's the left-hand side of the poll.
I'll look for that now.
Like the like Instagram stuff that I'm doing, they were like, just make sure for now the response you want to know the answer for, put it on the right side. So that the people who click the right side are the people you want to follow up with.
Isn't that weird?
It's weird.
Doesn't that turns the response that you want to red, right? Because on the thing it's like green and then red. So people have to really be paying attention.
Wait, what?
Like when you do the poll, on the left-hand side when you type, everything's in like green and blue, and then on the right-hand side it's pink and orange and red or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess for me when I'm looking at it, I'm like, the green is the yes side and the no is the red side. So I don't know.
I always make my polls like yes on both, basically.
Mine are yeses always.
Well,
I never
like,
put any no.
Mine are like yes and then more info or something like that. I don't ever say like, no, I don't like that or whatever. But
right.
Just
I would say whatever response you want to like know, like you think that your clients are more likely to select, put that on the right side.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
I feel like every once in a while I actually put the like no answer just because I think it's funny. Like, yeah, I'm good. Just because
You're
I'm
crazy.
all right, let's hear you. What you got? Who are you? Yeah, I'm good. Thanks. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording. This was not a live power hour, but
I learned a lot.
very productive.
Yeah, it was a
And
good
I
question.
feel like we did some really great Facebooking, which isn't something we have spent a lot of time on lately. So I'm going to press record. And unless there's any more questions that you think anyone should have.
I do have a Facebook question. I'm not a Facebook user for my business, like hardly at all. But I know that when I started, it was like a no-no to do business on your personal Facebook page. And that's why everybody created their like business page.
Yep.
What's the deal with that now?
Well, so I was a person who I've always had a business page since the moment I started, but we actually just talked about this. It is the hardest page to run, and it takes time and money. Facebook gives you zero attention unless you're putting some sort of ad. It's hard over there. It's hard knock life over in the business page. So when I don't remember who I was watching, but someone, I think it was Micah Folsom. And I'm like, Micah just straight up uses her personal page and a business page and her Instagram. Like, why am I so anti? And I went to leadership, and it was, I want to say I was with Andy, and we were like, I think we should, because people were saying that if you use your personal page for business related activity, that you could get shut down. And I'm like, but look at Roden and Fields. Like, we aren't very salesy people on Facebook. Like, our salesy posts aren't really all that salesy. And so I just decided I was like, you know what, I'm going to do both. What do I have to lose? Like, it's not going to hurt me. I might lose some followers maybe if they're annoyed and they're seeing it twice, but they might just think they're seeing it twice because it's on my page, like just the way
you post the same content on your business page and your personal page.
And you post everything exactly the same on your business and personal?
pretty much every once in a while I might change up the photo to like, let's say it's a workout photo, I might do like a video, like a video in a still shot. Like the ones I check in Tribe, I might use that on one of the pages. I have no idea really what the method of that is other than something different. But yeah, I think it's the same thing. Sometimes I do it a little bit of different timing. Like I might wait an hour.
Okay.
My only fear is, does Facebook see that and then they don't let either post go well? I don't know. I don't really know. But I've gotten so much business since coming back to my personal page that I can't imagine. I get more coaches. Like I get like those, that's like where I've signed almost every coach I've had in the last, 6 months is probably from my personal Facebook page, which is so strange to me. And it's because those are people, like they're people who've been watching me now for 5 years. And it's like the belief is there. You know what I mean? They're like, well, she hasn't gotten anywhere. Like clearly she's, doing the things. And then we celebrate all the wins on the personal page. So it's like, why not just do it all? There you go.
Gotcha.
So anyway, that's my 2 cents. I don't think you could someone could, what's it called? Someone could report you if they, you're side by side and said, hey, join me for my boot camp. They could report you, I guess. But I don't know why they would. So anyway, great question. I don't know that I have a solid answer, but great question. Okay, I'm going to stop recording.